I feel like every video I've been doing, I'm wearing a hat. It's not trying to be cool. It's trying to cover this Teen Wolf afro that I have going on because it's driving me absolutely apeshit. So what I'm gonna do today is a first impressions of a house that I know very minimal of, but when I started doing a little bit of research on it, it found out to be a little bit interesting. I haven't smelled any of these fragrances. They weren't sent to me. I purchased these joints with a 10% discount. So let's roll my motherfucking music so I can put you onto these joints and let y'all know if these joints is popping or if these shit's just another brand. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. This your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Now the house's name is Akro. I got a sample pack. I wasn't gonna buy each individual bottle because the way my bank account works is that it doesn't. Shit is frozen, even my bank account is on quarantine. And I actually heard about it at a Parfums de Marly event when it started buzzing around, and then I got a little bit of an insight from the man himself, Olivier Cresp. Me and Olivier Cresp actually chopped it up. Yeah, believe it or not, the dude and I pretty much got along. I doubt he remembers me at this point, but for some reason the conversation came up about weed. And I was like, do I look like a pothead? Do I smell like I've been smoking some crazy hydro? Cause I may have. But he was telling me about the brand and he was super enthusiastic and he was like, yo, this does this and it feels this way and da-da-da. And I was like, damn, this dude is kind of a cool catch. I kept that shit in the back of my mind, and Mr. Cologne 76, shout out to him, had him on live and he was doing the whole thing and he had a little 10% joint. So I said, fuck it, let me pull the trigger. Olivier Cresp sounded hype about it. It might be a nice little buzz, so here we are. Now I know one of them in here is supposed to smell like weed, so I'm hype on it. I haven't smoked in quite a while. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a pothead and I'll be popping edibles and shit like that. Let's be realistic. I don't, but your boy's drinking a pint of whiskey right now, so shit's real. So not to bore you, let's get into this shit quick because you know I'm not gonna get too complicated. So one of the things when researching the fragrances, I haven't looked at the notes per se, we might go through them, but the about us on the Akro website was kind of interesting because it says we all have our addiction, vices, and personal rituals. And right off that opening, I was like, addictions and vices? Yes, please, I'll have two. It happens to be the smell of espresso, the cold, smoky blasts of bourbon over ice. And I'm like, yo, you hitting my heart. It's like cigarettes, weed. I'm like, yo, addiction, vices, bourbon, cigarettes, weed. I'm interested. So here we go. First impressions of all these fragrances. I haven't sprayed them. I haven't smelled any of them. So let's give them a shot. The first fragrance, I'm just gonna pull it out randomly, is none other than Akro Awake. Let's spray this joint on the test strip. As you can see, nothing's coming up. There we go. All right, let's see what I'm popping here. Maybe I'll look up some notes and shit to educate y'all. Not that I really care. Oh, this is coffee. This is that espresso coffee blast. I don't even need to look up the notes on this one. Holy coffee. This is nice though. This is like Café Bustelo, fam. This is like a Colombian Juan Valdez in the back of a donkey and shit collecting coffee beans. This is kind of litty. This is maybe the most photorealistic coffee I've experienced. Shit, I was about to look up the notes. No need. Coffee, coffee, coffee with a splash of milk, possibly half and half. Sweet, super coffee, half and half, maybe a little hazelnut. This Dunkin' Donuts, bitch? Coffee, hazelnut, sweet. It's definitely changing on paper so quick too. This is fucking, if you a coffee lover, famskis, this is nice. This is legit, freshly ground organic coffee on deck. It's very nice. Let's give it a minute and see what's up. Next one. All right, the next one is Night. All right, let's see. There we go, Night. Alright, this kind of like a woody cumin. Got a little BO. It smells like a dude who's been partying all night, and that grajo, that fucking BO, is kicking like Bruce Lee, famskis. It's got a little bit of a funk. This definitely smells like a dude with BO. It smells like a dude who's been partying all night, ripping a couple of lines, maybe smoking a blunt or two, and his armpits is hitting. This is not my vibe. Ooh, not. Yo, this smells like straight BO. Nah, next one. The next one is Dark. Dark and lovely. Spray, bitch. All right. Alright, this smells like, it's got kind of coffee-ish patchouli kind of vibe. It smells like a dirty New York City side street. Not horrible, but it smells like a polluted block that hasn't been street swept in like a week. Get like a patchouli, dirty, little musty. There's something there that's providing some sweetness. More artistic, not in the mass appeal lane. Yeah, Next one, malt. I'm assuming this is like malt whiskey, or not Malta, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got Puerto Ricans up in here doing some fire shit. Yeah, this got like a malty barley kind of smell. Kind of nice though. It's got a little bit of a boozy element, not too much. More like a malt barley. There has to be some floral component in here. It's got a freshness and an air of like ozonicness, but very minimal. I feel like there's some water notes somewhere in the real like middle hiding there, trying to peek out to provide some sort of freshness. But it also has a little bit of like a vinyl type of chord. This ain't bad. This is very interesting, which doesn't turn me off. I like interesting. Next one. The next one is haze. This must be the one. Purple haze. Purple. Let's see what's up. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a green herbaceousness, but it's more mentholic. It's not like weed cannabis heavy. It does. Alright, I see where he's going with it. I see the weed kind of cannabinoid type vibe that he's going. But it smells a little bit more mentholic, medicinal, like weed that's been processed next to a Bengay plant. It's not bad though. It's got a freshness, it's got a little bit of a spice, it's got an herbaceous kick, but it's not full-blown weed. I don't find this to be like full cannabis weed. Not that I'm a weed expert at all. Like that Vicks Vapor Rub or Bebopadoop all over your chest. It has more of that, like cannabis Vicks Vapor Rub kind of smell. It's alright, it's not amazing. Next one. And last and certainly not least, it is smoke. Maybe haze is not the weed one. Maybe it's smoke. I don't know. Let's make sure. Oh, this is that cigarette. Yeah. Oh, this smells like an old lady's ashtray. It's not so much Etat Libre de Orange Jasmine et Cigarette, but it's definitely got that smoky after cigarette on a fur jacket. That cigarette smell that just stays lingering on your jacket. But it's not bad though. Maybe because I've been around smokers all my life and I'm kind of used to it. It's not a bad smell. It's like a menthol cigarette, but it does smell like a fur jacket that has the smoke just stuck to it. You can't wash that shit out no matter what you spray. This actually ain't that bad. Again, it's, you know, if you hate cigarette smoke, you gonna hate this shit. This ain't that bad. It's alright. So that's 6 fragrances from this line. Now, to be honest with you, this is definitely more of an artistic, creative line. I wouldn't consider this shit being a mass appeal monster. There's definitely 1 or 2 fragrances in here that I do like and I might consider getting a full bottle of, but they are more for the artistic, eclectic. There was definitely a vibe that they were going for and they totally hit it. That coffee one might be the best one. I'm not the biggest coffee drinker. I know he's Cuban, doesn't drink that much coffee. You know what I'm saying? It just reminds me of some white substances that you put up your nose and go crazy. This is definitely more the artistic route. This feels like a hipster Williamsburg would be rocking these shit. This is the dude who's riding on a scooter in the middle of the street wondering why his wife's cheating on him with a helmet. It's a nice line. It's a very artistic line. They hit the nail on the head with the names. I'll give them that 100%, but you gotta be a specific type of person to rock with these type of fragrances. If I'm gonna give any of them a ball spray, it would have to be Awake because I do like this fragrance and it really like gave me a little jolt, like woo, put a little hitch in my giddy up. So yeah, yo, the coffee on this shit, the latte smell in this is crazy. I thought Montal Intense Cafe was like a different coffee. This is different coffee. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. Let me know if y'all smelled this house before and if you into the whole artsy fartsy shit, you might want to get a sample joint. See you bitches next time. You know what? This is the biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.